To be honest, when I put out with Laycon, I had no idea that. Well, I mean, I knew the music was good. I knew the songs on it were dope songs. But going into the house, then coming out, and then seeing the streams that it was done, it's been crazy. But for that Boom Play 1 million streams, there's a particular thing about that one because it was deliberate. Like the song went from 860K plus views to streams to 1 million streams in 2 days, and that was because the icons actually deliberately did that. They said they wanted it to get to 1 million. So for me, that was, I felt loved. I felt appreciated. I felt like these people have my back. I felt like these people want the best for me, because as an artist, really, it's from your music that every other thing comes. And now that I see that they are beginning to see me as an artist much more than any other thing else, and I really appreciate that, and I love them for that. Fierce, I created the song Fierce because of the label I'm signed onto, that's Fierce Nation. So Fierce Nation actually is the name of the label. So when I was creating Fierce, I had that, this my label, we are fierce here. Fierce means you going for what you want regardless of anything, and trying to make sure that you have a goal and pursue that goal with all energy, aggressiveness, and make sure that you're focused in getting whatever it is you want regardless of the odds that are stacked against you. So that was what I had in mind when I was creating Fierce, because that's the kind of mentality that I have, and that's the kind of mentality that I want people to know. Like, so when I was saying showing people I should remember me sorrow, I want to means like you can't come at me with anything. You can't come at me anyhow, because I've got people around me that are going to do things for me. And as people have seen, people in my corner, my team. So I feel like it was also a prophecy, because now I have fans who have my back. I have fans who will go all out for me. I have people who will go all out for me. So when I was making Fierce, I had that in my head, and that was what made me do that song Fierce. I mean, Fierce wasn't like a song that it was something I thought about instantaneously, because Q was making the beat. Shout outs to Beat by Q. He was making the beats, and I was just thinking, what would I do? What would I use? What would I use? And I just keyed into that Fierce thing. So it wasn't like I thought about the song earlier or a few days before we created it. I thought about it instantaneously there. So that's what Fierce is all about. Yeah. Fierce Nation label was owned by Jackson Fierce. Jackson Fierce has been my family since I can remember, because I've known him since I was in secondary school. Yes, he has been my family. He's like a father figure to me. So, and in the label, I'm signed to the label.
But how did you discover
Ron Josie? You know, yeah.
Because he must have seen something in you.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, the music, obviously, and also with the bond that we have as family. And it's just that it's like you're doing something with your friend or your brother or your father. That's the kind of relationship that you have with that person, and that's the kind of relationship that we have in Fierce Nation. Me, him, and everybody that actually are in Fierce Nation. We're a big family, and it's bigger than music. It's bigger than just the name. There's a bond, and everybody connects to them.
Who is
Gomi. My family. Gomi is also like my dad. Yeah, what am I saying? I mean, he has been there for me. Scarlett has been there for me. I've known him for over 5 years, and I met him through music. And from the music, he got to a different kind of relationship. And right now, this is where we are working together as a family. Senseless, I made Senseless while I was working on my EP. Senseless was supposed to be part of my EP. That's Who is Laycon. But then, like I said, Who is Laycon had a direction. It had a story that I wanted to tell, and Senseless just didn't fit in. It wasn't like Senseless wasn't dope enough, but Senseless just didn't fit into the story that Who is Laycon is supposed to tell, and the story that people are supposed to connect with from Who is Laycon. Senseless didn't just fit in. And as for releasing it while I was in the house, obviously I was in the house. I didn't have any idea what was going on. But that's basically the story of Senseless. I mean, it's something, the thing about me is I grew up in music. My dad listens to different variations of music, like reggae, akpala, fuji, juju. Yeah, my dad would always play those songs. And the crazy thing is this, when you're leaving for school in the morning, you're listening to those songs. But when you're coming back, you meet him at home playing those songs. So it's those songs just made me believe that, okay, music. And then I had to learn also. I had to teach myself different types of music, and how I can ask me what kind of music do I listen to. I said I listen to different kinds of music because I can learn from different kinds of music. And I feel like this over time has helped me able to come up with anything whenever it has to do with music. I think it has helped me grow as an artist, as a musician, as a writer. And concerning production, I have rolled with a lot of producers to the extent where I know the tenets of production. I cannot sit down and make a beat the way a dope-ass producer would do, but I can sit down with a producer and tell him, this is how I want the beat to go, and if he's not doing something correctly, I would still tell him, this is not what you're supposed to do, this is how you're supposed to. So I have that kind of knowledge about production, but I myself am not a producer. So that's why I think it comes easy for me to come up with rhythm, come up with melody for songs, and come up with lyrics, and come up with, it's just because I've learned over time, I've grown with music, and I keep trying to improve myself. Right now I'm still trying to improve myself musically, because you're never there. You need to keep evolving. Yes, definitely. Yes, there's a synergy there. So I and V, yes, definitely. We're working. I think we had sessions already, but we're still going to keep working. Yeah, you guys should be expecting things from me and V. I mean, I don't like to put a cap on the kind of how we express ourselves. Today we might feel like expressing ourselves R&B, tomorrow it might be hip-hop, next tomorrow it might be Fuji. That's how it works for me. But also we have to find a balance with our type of sound and my type of sound. And so when we're working together, it's going to be around that. But the whole point is make quality music and make people enjoy the music. So it's different variations, really. I mean, I'm open-minded, but like I always say, it's music over everything. Music before anything else. So I think for now, still with my open-mindedness, if it's right, I will do it. If I don't feel it's right, then I'm not going to do it. My dad cooks a lot. He can cook. My dad can cook. He used to cook all these types of different types of delicacies, and I would learn. But I don't like cooking. I'm not going to lie. I don't like cooking, and so that's one of the reasons why I feel like it's stressful to cook. But I know how to cook. Like I can actually sit down and say, this is what you first do. This is what you first do. Theoretically, I can cook, but practically, I don't like to cook. But yeah, most of the cooking that I know how to do is I learned them from my dad, and some from my mom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that I miss the fact that he's not around to experience this with me. Yeah, I don't like that. But I miss just having the few moments with him that we have together. I mean, we were not overly close, but we had our moments, and I miss those moments. It was emotional. It was emotional, as expected, because I hadn't seen her since the beginning of the year, before I went into the house. And so coming out, like you know, you're leaving your mom, you're like, I'll see you sometime. And you're not expecting that the next time you are going to see her, you'll be like, the whole country knows about you. You never think about it that way. So going back and seeing her, it was emotional, but it was also awesome. The tasks. I miss the tasks. I miss the fact that we don't know what's going on outside. I mean, trust me, if I had known about a lot of things that are going on outside, then I feel like you guys wouldn't have enjoyed the whole process, and I myself wouldn't have enjoyed the whole process. I miss the whole fact that you're there, people are watching you, but you do not have an idea what they think about you out there. I miss the tasks. I miss the alarm, the early morning alarm. I miss the bonding, the free time that you have to bond, to relax and to just catch cruise. I miss all those things. I miss the Saturday night parties. I miss my time with the housemates, basically, because then there was no, it was just you and them. There were no other people influencing how you guys relate with each other. I mean, you're in the house with 19 people that did things that you don't like. I mean, including yourself. You guys are 20. Yeah. I feel like in the real world, you probably meet 100 people per day who do things you don't like. But it's easier then because you move away from them. But I think you just need to put it in your head that you came here for a reason, and whatever it is these people are doing is not as important as why you came there. And also, for some reason, me as a human being, I don't get triggered by frivolent things like, so you're saying something about me, or you have an opinion about me, or you're acting some type of way towards me. I mean, it's cool, you can do whatever it is you want to do, but I'm not going to allow that affect how I would react. You can do whatever it is you want to do. I can't stop you, but I can control how I will react and control myself. So I'm just calm and cool like that. You can't affect my mindset about myself with whatever it is you're doing. And only act for how long? I mean, things piss me off, but you just won't know, because I feel like it's not worth it. I mean, I might get triggered, I might get pained, I might get hurt by whatever it is you're saying, but the truth is, they are emotions that you must not allow control you to the extent where you lose yourself. You can get angry. It is part of, you are supposed to actually get angry about things. You're supposed to get sad, hurt, happy, I don't know, crazy. These are all emotions that you as a human being possess. You are supposed to feel all these things for you to understand that these things happen to other people, for you to know that whatever it is you say, other people also feel this way. But the most important thing is you're not supposed to allow your emotions control you. Emotions are suggestions, so you can choose to either allow it or not allow it. So that's just it for me. I love sports. I love soccer mainly. I don't really know a lot about every other sport, but soccer mainly, I love soccer. So that was why I decided to do, I also wanted to bond with Ozo. That was why I decided to do the bet with us with him. And it was fun. We won. It was awesome. So I enjoyed it. No, I'm not. That's the.
I mean, I saw when they also invited you on the screen too.
Yeah, that one was just for me to, I don't know, see him and talk about it with him. It's not like I'm putting all your
effort there
into analyze. I'm not a sports analyst. I mean, I know about sports. It doesn't mean I should go. There are people who know about sports who it's not mine. Mine is music. I mean, because Ozo might love music doesn't mean he should start making music or start putting out music. That's the same way it is. Okay. I'm not going to become a sports analyst.
Okay. I need
mean, it's when you're enthusiastic about something, it means you're happy about it. You like anything about it. So basically, it's that simple. Sex enthusiast. If I'm a food
to
enthusiast.
you like having sex or what?
No, that's not what it means.
Anything sexual.
Yeah, I'm a very sexual person. I'm an open-minded person. I am attracted to the mind, but then the mind is also connected. So there's a whole lot of levels to being a sex enthusiast for me. I like talking about it. I have calculated discussions about it. But then it is, before you can see the sexual enthusiastic part of me or the sex enthusiast part of me, we have to have some form of connection. So it's not that I'll just meet a stranger or meet somebody in 2 days and 3 days and I'll start expressing myself in that way. Nah. But it's just I'm very witty in that aspect. That's just it. Yeah, I learn about it. I talk about it. I hear people talk about it. I have conversations about it. Doesn't necessarily mean I engage in it every time. No. I'm very picky actually. Absence. Now everybody knows. Everybody knows.
You must have sense.
That's the first criteria. Like I always say, I listen to a lot of different types of music, so I actually learn, and I feel like for every artist that you put on a song, the artist has to pick something different that you yourself cannot impute into the song. That is why I feel like for me to be learning from everybody, that means I'm open to actually working with everybody. But if I'm to mention names, I mean the people that I would love to work with, most of them are late.
Like
someone like Nina Simone, okay. Like James Brown, Otis Redding. I mean, I would love to work with these people, Michael Jackson, but they're late. I mean, for now though. Not really. But obviously, I would love to work with. Who would not love to work with Kanye? Who would not love to work with Jay-Z, Drake? I mean, these people are people that they've put the music on a different level. They've created music on a different level than it used to be. So I feel like working with these people would also help you as an artist, would help you grow. Yeah, like I said, I and V were working. If it's going to be right for both of us, we'll make it work. That's very crazy. And shout out to Olamide. His album was dope. Carpe Diem. His album is actually dope. I mean, it's the same thing. I tweeted when Wizkid's album came out. I tweeted when Omale's EP came out. I tweeted when Brainy's single came out. I'm just like if I like your music, well, anyway, it's not going to take me anything to put it.
The First Nation always spread is light and love.
Yeah, love and light. Also, yeah, First Nation is not only Laycon, by the way. Ron Josie is also an artist and assigned to First Nation. Is my brother in the label, and he's got dope music. His EP Call Me Ron Josie is actually out. It came out before Wiz Laycon. It's also a wonderful body of work. So people should check that out. So people should check out Ron Josie. Me and Ron Josie, yeah, definitely. We have songs together already. I mean, it's like I always say, if the song is right, if the fit is right, if it's right for everybody, we'll put it out. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, now, yeah, I show love back to my fans because it's only right. I mean, these are the people who always go all out for you. You have to reciprocate back. I mean, the same energy has to be. I mean, I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. Like, see, every day, you don't know how it is when I wake up every morning and I see different things and I like, these people just keep blowing my mind every time. And it always lets me understand that, yo, man, you cannot let these people down. You cannot let, because they are my people now. So if I'm letting me down, then I'm letting them down. If I'm letting them down, I'm letting myself down. So I cannot afford to do that. That's why I will keep on working, keep on giving you positive energy, keep spreading love and light. I mean, I mean, I put out, Amazing Clef put out a freestyle that I did,
I saw it.
and they went all out, and it was immense. And I love every one of you guys. Just keep supporting Laycon, the Brown, the artist, the music. Hip hop videos dropping very, very, very soon. Hip hop, maybe by the time this gets out, it's already out. So you guys should keep streaming. You guys should keep supporting new music out soon. And my mental energy has always been on 100. Because my mental energy is one thing that I'm very, very particular about not messing with it. So I make sure that I leave it far away from a whole lot of things and not allow it to affect me or affect me mentally. I mean, you get stressed as a human being physically, but mentally, man, I am 100%. And I think I have God to thank for that. I have myself, I have the fans to thank for that. I have my team to thank for that. I mean, we see it's just, you have to just keep putting in work. When it comes to the physical aspect of getting burned out, I rest as much as I can. I still work as hard as I can. I still enjoy myself as much as I can. So it's about keeping a balance and still making sure that you're productive. I don't. That's the thing. I don't read a lot of things. Like, I stay off a lot of all these things. I try to stay off them because some of them may be true, some of them may not be true, but I feel like if for your sanity, for your mental well-being, try and focus on the thing that you can control. I can't control what people will say about me. I can control my space, my mental space, and that's why I always focus on. I don't focus on. I mean, that it's very, because first off, I'm not even out there to the extent where I'm seeing everything in real time or whatever it is people are saying about me. But I do know that the whole purpose of me existing is to do this. And this I will do. Not everybody will like it. Not everybody will like you. Not everybody will say good things about you. Not everybody would want to be on your team. Not everybody will want to favor you. Not everybody would want to say good things about you. So you need to know all these things first off before you then start saying, am I supposed to be bothered about what somebody is saying? The first thing to know is not everybody will say good things about you. And that's what me, I've already known since I was a kid. So for me, when I see things like that, it's a normal thing that's supposed to happen in life. Same way a lot of people don't like you as a normal human being. When you become a celebrity, it amplifies. More people will like you, more people won't like you. You need to focus on the positivity. And that's what I always do.
That's why I can't go to the phrases light.
Love and light.
Love and light. Yeah.
Love and light. Always. You focus on the love. You focus on shedding light. So and it reciprocates to you. I mean, you send love and light from your space and it goes. And light is, that's what light is. When you put on the light, it
brightens everything.
Exactly. For the answers, I think everybody knows where I stand when it comes to the socio-political scene, when it comes to the relationship between the people and the government, when it comes to the relationship between the people and the body that is supposed to protect them. And I'll still always say it's going to take a lot of work to change things. And that work is not going to be done in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's going to take a long time. And everybody has to brace up for it because it's growth that we want. And growth is not just, it doesn't just come like that. And for the answers, I mean, it was a simple message. It was a simple request. For the things that happened, could have been avoided. I mean, it's you're existing for the people, so do what the people want. You cannot treat the people as if they don't matter, because they do matter. You exist because the people exist. So you cannot say these people should not make requests because it is our right. We're not even making requests for something very big. It's just let us live. Let us be alive. Let us not die because of some trigger happy people. And the response was still trigger happiness. I mean, it's when you think about the logic that the human being possesses and you see that these kind of things are happening, it makes you wonder, am I the only one that thinks this way? Are we the only ones that see it from this perspective? But I'm happy that the truth will always prevail. And the truth is, everybody is seeing what is happening. And so for me, it's still the same thing. The government needs to do much more than trying to make the people feel unimportant, because the people know they are important and the people know the government exists because of them. So the government needs to actually do everything they do for the good of the people and not for anything else. Well, like I said, it's youth ambassador for Ogun State. Like ambassador, the word is, it's me representing, me being a figure that the youths can emulate. Ambassador for the youths, like an example that the youth should follow. Good behavior. These things that everybody says I showed, or these behaviors that I showed while I was in the house, is something that everybody should try and emulate to try and make the society better. It's like me, it's still the same thing. I'm an ambassador for the icons. So the icons would see me and say, I want to be like Laycon, I want to do this, I want to do, if Laycon does this, then let's look into it and see how we can implement that in our lives. That's basically the same thing. Well, like I said, it's going to be giving back. Music is one way. A whole lot of the NGO projects that I'm going to be working on are going to be looking into that as well. I mean, apart from the sickle cell, apart from the cancer, I'm also looking into education back for the youths. I'm also looking into reorientation. But I feel like there are some particular things that can be implemented in the public institutions, in the primary institutions, that if they are implemented, trust me. I mean, people are talking about misinformation. There's this thing, epistemology in philosophy. It teaches you how to know if a knowledge is true or false. Now, if you come and tell me something, I cannot affect you telling me the truth or a lie. But I can teach myself how to know if somebody is saying the truth or a lie. I have to know if an information is valid or invalid. Why can't we just put this basic thing into primary schools or secondary schools? So these are kids growing up, they have the knowledge of how to discern if an information is right or wrong, how to look for the validation or validity of a statement or an information. I mean, these are the kind of things we can look into, and we remove the whole spreading fake news. Because you yourself, as a person, you see something and you connect it and you see it doesn't connect. So I feel like these are things that we can actually do in the society. These are things that I'm trying to also look into, how we can actually implement it in the society and help the society grow from there. I mean, it was a no-brainer for me to be on that song once I had the opportunity to. I knew I was going to be on the song. I knew I had to enjoy myself, and it was fun. It was fun working with DJ Neptune. It was fun working with Joe Boy, as obviously, as these are two talented people. DJ Neptune is a legend. Joe Boy is a wonderful talent, a wonderfully blessed superstar. and it was really awesome working with them on the song.
That you-
Charlie, I'm a bad boy, but you know the love I go give, not the mad one.
Joe boy.
I mean, yes, definitely. It was awesome doing one. Why not do another one? So yes, definitely. I mean, when it comes to music, for me, I want to enjoy the process, and I'm open to enjoying the process with everybody. Well, like I said, musically, I'm working. I mean, and there's some things that I can't say for now, because I want you guys to just experience it full blown. And so you guys should just stay here, stay with me. I'm not going to bore you guys. We'll catch this cruise together to the fullest. We'll enjoy, grow, we'll win together. Trust me, guys. You guys should just stay here. I mean, we're getting it right. We're growing. For me, my own kind of mentality is you're never there, because you always have to grow. You always have to keep getting better. So yes, there's a long way to go, and I know we're going to get there. I mean, we're not where we were 2 years ago. We're not going to be where we were this year by next year, this time. So I know that we have a lot of growing to do, and we will grow. I know that we will grow. I know that we will get there. I mean, it has allowed it to be accessible to more people. I mean, more people are able to listen to music. People that are not even in your geographical location can now listen to your music. It helps you measure how many people listen to your music in real time, how many people have access to your music, how many people have been able to listen to your music. It helps you measure all this thing. Digitalization has actually done a lot of good for music, especially in Africa and Nigeria. It's allowed the world have access to our music, and it has allowed us have access to other music from other parts of the world. I've done either of these two. So my creative process for music is not one process. It's not one way. I can create music in any way. Sometimes I write before I see the beat. Sometimes I hear the beat and I work on it. Sometimes I write as the beat is being made. So it's a whole lot of different ones. My most memorable moment on stage I've had a lot. Okay, yeah, my most memorable moment on stage, let me just say, from one last year. So I went to for this event. I was supposed to perform by 4 p.m. When I got there, they went inside. They told, this is the artist, what's his name? They told him my name. When he heard my song, that's the show organizer, was like, I know the song. I don't know this guy, but I know the song. That's Fierce. He knew Fierce, and he was like, this guy can't perform early. He has to chill till around 9. So when they called me up on stage around that 9, they called my name. Everybody was just looking like, who is this guy? So when I go on stage, I freestyled a bit. Yeah, they liked the freestyle. And when they played Fierce, everywhere went mad. Like, people went crazy. People started jumping. People sang the song with me. And that was when it connected. They actually know the song. They just don't know the guy that sang the song. So that was actually memorable for me, because these people were singing the song word for word. And it was mad. It was crazy. I had fun.
On stage, but I'm part of the good at like
Organizers.
And I know how people just come and beg that they want to perform and everything. Like, I beg, who is leaving? No. So was it like, did you go through that kind of experience?
No. The thing for that particular video, it was this. I think it was Makama Hall Week.
Makama Hall, yes. I saw, yeah, that's Makama.
It was Makama Hall Week. They were just doing freestyle battle on stage then. I did not go there to freestyle. I left my class. My class was supposed to be done by 6. I left around 4. Maybe I got tired of the lecturer or something. So I left. I got to my hostel. My hostel was shooting day. So when I got to my hostel, there was this guy, we call him Rastogi. He saw they were freestyling. And that was the first time I ever freestyled. I ever rapped in Unilag. So the guy just told me that he wanted to show me something. So he brought me downstairs. And the presenter on stage was Larry Foreman, I remember. So Larry Foreman was like, is there any guy that can rap with these 2 guys? And so he just raised my hand up. That's Rastogi, just raised my hand up. And then they called me up on stage. So it wasn't like I planned it. I just went there. That was why I was dressed the way I was dressed. I had my earphones hanging, blah. But that was the story behind it. It wasn't like I planned it. It just happened that way. I mean, I don't. As long, I don't really have like this is the particular way I must dress or this is the particular way. But as long as I feel comfortable in it and as long as I look good, I mean, I'm good to go, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, it's a body. I mean, honestly, it's when it comes to things like that, it's relative, man. Because you don't have the right to tell somebody how to view themselves. So if they view themselves in a way that makes them say, okay, now it's time, I want to do this to myself, I want to make these changes to my body. It's a free world. I mean, that's the thing with this liberal world we're in. You don't have the right to have you can have your opinion, but don't just try and impose it on anybody. I mean, for me, if you want to do it, if you're comfortable doing it, if it's going to make you happy, if it's going to make you a strong person mentally, then do it, go for it. I mean, I don't have the right to say I don't like it, so don't do it.
She's a woman, and she's a wife, you don't stop her.
Yes, I won't, because like I said, I mean, for me, I have my reservations, but then it's when you look at it in the long run, it's for this person's well-being. For you to actually wake up and say, I want to do this. I mean, that means there are other alternatives, but for you to actually wake up and say, I want to do this, then that means you must have thought about it in some form of angle that nobody else has. So just go for it, honestly. That one is not a view, it's like fact. You're not supposed to have a view on. It's like you're saying, what's my view on murder? Murder is murder, it's bad. So what's my view on this topic? This topic, it is even animals. Like I remember I watched Nat Geo Wild, and animals, there has to be some form of consent before the lions, for example. The female lion will let the male lion know that it's time, come, before they mate. So that's animal. They don't really have the same kind of thinking faculty that we human beings have. So you as a human being, you are supposed to not act lower than animals. So for me, rape is bad, it's bad. Say no to rape. Say no to any form of sexual assault. Say no to any form of gender-based violence. So on both sides, it's negative, it's bad. I mean, there's no form of anger that should make you want to beat a woman. I mean, even a male person, there's no form of anger that should make you want to resort into violence. So it's no to that, it's no, and I think what can be done in the society.
Your girlfriend, I slap you and hit you,
you can't slap me as my girlfriend. That's why the first criteria to be my girlfriend is have sense. Somebody that has sense will not slap somebody. I mean, these are things that you just know. That's why I feel like a good solution would be to make an example of people who have done it. If there's an issue of domestic violence, what if you say they jailed the guy for 20 years or they jail the woman who committed domestic violence for 20 years. Trust me, it will reduce. People will caution themselves. Same way you don't see people going on a killing spree because they know what will happen to them. Same way you don't see people doing some things because they know what will happen to them. If people start getting punished, the law starts creating a society whereby when you do this kind of things, you get punished for it publicly. It would reduce, it would stop. I don't like to see me, like I said, I know I said it a lot in the house. I don't like to think about all those things. See, if I'm worrying myself thinking about all those things, now I won't worry about the things that are in front of me now. So I mean, if that kind of thing happens, I don't know what I would do when that time, and I hope it does not happen, it will never happen. I pray so, but I really don't know how I would react. I don't know, because I've never just sat down and pictured that kind of scenario and start thinking about how I would act. Nah. I mean, you grow, but ensure that the people around you grow with you. For me, it has never been be this way, then when you get to another level, you be another way. For me, it has always been be yourself, the self that you would want other people to be towards you. So that's it. If I'm comfortable around, I mean, a lot of my people will tell you, if I'm comfortable around you, we'll have fun memories and all. About changing myself, changing my behavior because of where I'm at right now. I mean, you got here because of how you've been. So why are you changing how you've been? Because you are like, you understand?
Yeah.
Greece. I've always wanted to go to Greece. I've always wanted to go to Italy. And not even just for, because I've read books about this place. Their history.
Why Greece?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The history of Greece, like the history. I mean, you read about the philosophers. You read about the Pantheon. You read about the first place where there was a democratic meeting in the world. I mean, you read about this things and you just feel like, I just want to be there. I want to go to Greece, I want to go to Egypt, I want to go to Italy, I want to go to France. I mean, all these places, just for the rich history, the rich stories that I've heard about. I mean, if I go to France, funny enough, I might not go to the Eiffel Tower, because I feel like the Eiffel Tower, the story of the Eiffel Tower is just the Eiffel Tower. I mean, I feel like it's the height of the Eiffel Tower that is there. If I go to the Eiffel Tower, I'm going there for the other story. You know, the Eiffel Tower was actually sold twice. Like a fraudster, a con man, sold the Eiffel Tower twice. Know what it takes for you to sell a national edifice twice to somebody in governance? So it's like me selling the National Stadium to Minister of Interior. I did it once, I went away, 6 months later, I came back, I still sold it again. So that's the story for the Eiffel Tower, and the name is Count Victor Lustig. He sold the Eiffel Tower twice. I mean, that's a story about the Eiffel Tower. I might go there because of that. I might go to the Louvre because of Picasso's painting. No, sorry, because of Da Vinci's painting. Not Mona Lisa, maybe Madonna. So all these things, when I read about something, I feel like that thing will connect me to a particular place and I want to go there. I go to Brazil because of Copacabana, who go to Brazil. So I'd love to go to these places. I mean, I've mentioned. Yeah, I schooled in University of Lagos. Studied philosophy. I took minor courses in history and strategic studies, which is an equivalent of international relations. Yeah, that's about it. I tried to go for my master's in the UK. I did not have money. I got scholarship to study in Keele University, study international relations and diplomacy. But NASU was on strike in 2017 up till 2018, so I could not process my transcripts in time, so I missed out on the scholarship. So I could not, that's why I don't have a master's degree. I mean, and if I had gone, I don't think I would have gotten signed, because I got signed a few months after that happened. So I've read a lot of books. I mean, Anansi Boys is a funny book. But what I took away from there is the power of conviction. And once you yourself are convinced about something and you convince yourself so much, other people will start believing that thing too about you. So, Anansi Boys, The Alchemist, also impacted by that, The Alchemist, The Illusionist also. I mean, loads of books like that. Then Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Trust Me, I'm Not Lying. No, Trust Me, I'm Lying. There is Trust Me, I'm Lying. Then there is I Can't Make This Up. So all these books. I haven't read any books since I left the house.
Yeah, pause.
Since I left the house.
You left the house. But you do maybe like, because your schedule right now is very tight and everything.
Yeah, and most of my books are away from where I am. I'm in the process of moving, so my books are going to be moved to my house soon. And then so free time to read.
Okay.
I've had loads of difficult moments. I mean, the most telling one, the most significant one has to be me losing my dad, and then 2 months after losing that scholarship, because it happened back to back. So those are the ones that I've dealt with it. I've just realized that life is supposed to be that way. Sometimes things are not meant to happen for you. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Doesn't mean God is bad. It just means it's supposed to happen that way, and you're supposed to just look forward to other instances and other things. That's just it.
Okay.
I can't really think of one. But if I've made mistakes, I felt like all the mistakes I've made have led me here. Yes, definitely. Definitely. I desire to grow more. I desire to evolve more. I desire to be all the best artists in the world. Keep growing. Make mistakes. Fall, but never fall backwards. Fall forward. Get up, go again. When you fall, rise and rise again. Yeah, so that's it. And she still calls me what she calls me.
What does she call you?
Laycon. Sometimes she calls me by my Oriki name, Adisa. Sometimes she calls me Connie. It's a nickname from Laycon.
Okay.
Laycon, Connie.
Okay.
Connie.
Okay.
So when I say Connie, I always say sir. So it's just Connie, sir.
So,
yeah, we'll talk. My girlfriend before I went into the house, yeah. Right now, I'm not dating anybody.
okay.
Right now, it's me, music. I'm not
Ready.
Yeah, so I need to focus. I go by the name LAYCON. Big shout out to Media Room Hub.